Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. It's later in the day today. It is 3 o'clock. We had the best morning though. We were out of the house. It was my girlfriend's birthday and she did like it was the cutest thing. If you have like a birthday coming up, she did like a tea party themed birthday. So she had all of us come over and like we each, like she wrote on the invitation, like in place of a gift, like bring something to share, like some kind of treat or something tea party theme related. So like donuts, you know, little sandwiches, whatever. So everybody brought something and it was great because it was like kids were also welcome. So like literally a bunch of us girlfriends, we got to her house with all of our kids and it was like one big play date for us and one big play date for the kids. The kids kept each other entertained like in the playroom and like the areas where the kids were, and then the moms got to just like hang out and have tea and talk and chill, and it was just so like cup filling. Like I am just like a very happy girl right now. I'm very happy. So again, one of like the beautiful things of homeschooling is that I was able to do a little bit of school in the morning with the kids while Sean was taking his first nap, and then we were able to get out and go see my friend, and now we are back home. A very good day so far. So we kept it light for school today. We did just like core subjects, and then Riley is literally over here. She's been working on her art class, so she was working on that. She's doing, you know how I told you guys that she's doing like a little art class. The whole class is like, there's like a little video that she watches, so I can set up my iPad here for her and she does all of it like on her own for the most part, unless there's something that she needs my help with. So today's project is, I think, I'll show you when it's all done, but it's like a Noah's Ark themed project, which is cute. And then Jackson is, what are you doing, Jackson? Hey, this does not go here. This was from when we were doing math. This is one of Jackson's favorite toys. We brought it to co-op the other day. It's like an old Love Every toy that I kept because it's like a good one for them to have, like just working on like, you know, putting the little nails, and then they have to put it in like the right order of like the colors, and then they have this like little visual guide that they can use. Anyway, there's a mess in the house, which is, you guys know the drill by now. I have lots of cleaning and tidying to do. I have to catch up on laundry. There's a couple things though that you guys haven't seen since the last time I filmed. So we decorated for fall, so I hope you guys are all like ready for fall. I'm just in the fall mood, and so we don't do really heavy Halloween, even though our co-op does like a Halloween party, which we're excited about. And yes, we'll be dressing up this year like we usually do because we like to do family costumes. But the kids were begging me to like just decorate for fall, so I went ahead the other day. I took out the fall bins. Nothing here is new. This is all stuff from last year. This is like one of my favorite things that one of my subscribers one time sent me, which was so sweet, and I just love it so much. So I have that. I have my cute little pumpkins. The kids also like wanted to decorate their little kitchen, and it's a mess now, whatever, but they took out like even the turkeys, and I let them put up like these little pumpkins. And then my favorite thing that we have put up, you guys, is I did this little piece of art that I had seen a tutorial on Instagram from like somebody who like did a reel. It is all of our fingerprints made into little pumpkins. Tell me that's not the cutest thing in the world. I even had Joe do his fingerprints, so if you notice, like his are like the giant ones, and then we have like teeny tiny ones that were Sean's. It was so cute. I filmed a reel on it too, so I'm sure I've posted it by now. But I'm gonna keep this now every single fall and put it up, and it is one of my favorite pieces of decor because literally like my fingerprints are here, Riley's fingerprints, Jackson's fingerprints, like all 5 of us. So that is like a sweet little memory. And then now it's here by the kids' kitchen. I just hung it up on top of there and it makes me so happy. So yeah, just like little things like that that are making me happy right now. I'm just like in a very happy mood, I guess. Today's like a good day. Sean is down for his nap, even though I'm not sure if he's gonna like entirely nap. This scene right here, even though it looks like pure chaos, it's another thing that's been making me really happy because Jackson has suddenly gotten into like wanting to color and like draw stuff. Look at this guy right here. Look at that guy, which is beautiful, which is very similar to like other stuff that he's been drawing before. But now he's like all of a sudden wanting to like use Riley's art material. So I think this was a boat that he made, and he's been making all these little people. This was another person that he made. This was a family of robots he said that he made. This over here was a scene with a boat and the ocean and the sky and the sun that he did all by himself. So it's just fun because for a long time he was just like not into that. It was always like Riley's thing, and not that Riley's stuff has to be also like he doesn't have to be into all the stuff that Riley is into, but we do like to do a good bit of like art. So it's nice that he can start to like get into that, and that helps with like handwriting, the fact that he's drawing. So all of that is good. Before I went to my friend's house, I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts. You guys, I hadn't been there in forever, but I went through the drive-thru because I needed like something to bring. So anyway, I got from Dunkin' Donuts, they have like the little pumpkin munchkins, which other things that just bring me so much joy. This weekend I also had like a little Starbucks coffee date with one of my girlfriends, and I got my pumpkin iced chai. Like there's something about fall and like all of like these like the little treats and stuff that just puts me in a good mood. So I will take any little drop of joy whenever I can get it.
Hi guys, I love the pumpkin donut.
You like the pumpkin donuts?
Yeah.
You really have chalk pastels all over your face. You have to finish your project, mama. And there's like all this mess on the floor. You need to finish a task, finish one thing. So let's work on that. But yeah, what I've been trying to do in just these videos is try to like tell you guys like what you've missed, keep you guys updated, because I feel like my life is moving a million miles a minute. And thankfully, as of right now, it's like good stuff. But we're trying to work on a couple things for the house. I've been on a process, which I'm sure I've shared like with you guys, like on a journey of just like trying to make this house more of a home. And like we've been in this house for like a year now. So I'm really just trying to, now that we've been living in the house for a year, like how can we make these spaces work for us? And as time has gone by, I've been able to be like, okay, this makes sense here, this doesn't make sense. But I think it did make sense to like live in the house for a while before making drastic changes. So that's kind of like the space that I'm in, is like reevaluating how we use different spaces and things. So we've got like little things that I've been doing. Like I'm not even done, and my counters are all a mess. Sorry, Riley needed my help. But I've been switching out. I switched out the hardware on the cabinets, and I'm not fully done. But before, this was what we were working with, and these were just, they were so like in just like bad shape, bad condition. I mean, also they're like super dirty. But the owners of this house, I think they did this kitchen themselves. Like it's very kind of like a DIY kitchen that they did. So things like this, maybe they didn't bother me initially, but it was nice to know that I could give them a little bit of a facelift just by buying some hardware. So I went on Amazon and I found, like I measured, which I was proud of myself that I actually measured correctly, and like I found some of these little things that I could replace them with. So I went doing that yesterday and I liked how it turned out. So now I have to do the rest of them. But doesn't that look pretty? But I think I like it. I want to give the house just a little bit more character, because like the lack of character in this house has been kind of bothering me. That's just like a little house project that I'm going to be working on, and eventually I want to, or not eventually, hopefully very soon, I can switch out the faucet and make it gold. I did that in Virginia in my old kitchen. I remember like I changed out the faucet, did the whole gold fixtures and stuff. So I'm going to try to do that and finish the rest of the cabinets while Sean is sleeping, even though I don't have enough. I'm missing one box, and it's annoying because Amazon was like, it was delivered, and they didn't deliver 2 boxes, they only delivered 1. So I have to deal with that. But I'm gonna try to finish the ones that I have. So let's work on that, and then we can maybe tackle the rest of the mess on my counter. Yeah. Okay, I have only 5 more left of like the hardware. Like I need to wait till I get more, but I was able to do like all, like I did the top ones. These were already done. So this entire like wall here and this side of the cabinets are done. And I think it looks really pretty. This side over here, I will have to get to, I'll probably do those 2 and those 3 later tonight. And then I'll have to wait for the rest because I don't have enough. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys dig it? Like picture the like gold like faucet. I think it's gonna look pretty. Jackson is legit in the background. Can you hear him? He doesn't stop singing the Avengers theme song, because in our movie nights we do. I know you like the Avengers. So Friday nights are our movie nights, like our family movie nights. We do pizza every Friday and then we watch a movie. And so we've been doing the Marvel series. I don't know if I've told you this before, but we've been doing like all of the Marvel movies in order. Like apparently there's an order to watch them in. So Joe has been like obviously keeping us up with the order, because I don't care, nor do I know anything of that nature. But we've been watching like all the Captain Americas and the Iron Man and Marvel Girl or whatever, Captain Marvel, all of those. We've been watching as a family. The kids have liked it. Joe, I guess, obviously has liked it. So now he is just obsessed. Something funny about Jackson. Jackson will sing all day long. Like, I don't know if I've ever mentioned that to you guys, but Jackson does not stop talking. He does not stop either singing or talking the entire day. And so that's why a lot of times I'm very overstimulated. I was joking with my mom the other day, because I'm like, you know how a lot of us, like, we have like internal monologues, like we're talking, but like inside of our brains to ourselves all day long. Jackson does that, but like outside of his brain. Like he's just talking, anything that goes into his brain, he says it. And so he never stops talking lately. It's kind of funny. Yeah, feeling good about that. Other projects, well, this weekend I spent some time going through my kitchen cabinet. I know that you won't even know because I don't often show you guys this, but I rearranged like where I had like my baking stuff. I put my baking stuff here. Now my slow cooker is down here. So I have my slow cooker because before it used to be there. And then where I used to have my baking stuff, I now put, like, I made a drawer just for electronics and cords, you guys, because I need a place. Like, all of this would usually be up here on my counter. Like, I have this one little charger thing, but Joe loves cords. He loves to put all this stuff on my counter. So I literally made him a drawer just for his cords, and then I'm also gonna keep like all my tripods, my cameras in here. So that was a very good use of this drawer, because think of this clutter on my counter versus in here in this drawer where I can't see it. That's what I wanted to do. And then here in my pantry, I have to like organize my pantry. Look, real life, this is what my pantry looks like. We are friends, obviously, if I'm showing you this. But down here, I have like a lot of space. And so I'm gonna use this little nook here. Before, this was full of other stuff. So I rearranged stuff, and then I'm gonna put extra like homeschool stuff in this spot. Because if you haven't seen this area lately, I have a lot of overflow homeschool things. So I'm gonna go through this little corner and just organize it, do like a little like decluttering, because I'm sure some of this stuff doesn't have to go here. But anything that we use on a regular basis that is not Riley Grace Buell will go in there. Okay, very serious question. Have you ever like seriously injured yourself because you tripped or stepped on something that your children left off the floor? If you have like an interesting, funny, now I'm sure like that you can laugh back at story, let me know in the comments, because I literally just almost twisted my ankle because I stepped on a freaking quick stick paint stick that Jackson left lying around. Stepped on it and did the like rolling of my foot, and that didn't feel good. So yeah, just another thing, like being in my house is hazardous now. So fun. So to make me feel better, let's open up the viral. This is either gonna be horrible, 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 or I'm actually gonna love it. But I bought that chunky like sweater vest thing that some people love and some people think it's like the ugliest thing of life. We will see if I'm able to like actually pull this off. I thought it would be cute to wear to co-op with like my jeans, and I don't know, we'll see. I love the color. The color is beautiful, and I figured that since it's like Miami fall, like this is appropriate for Miami fall. It's actually very pretty. It looks very expensive, and it took a long time to get here. Mine was like, it took me a while after I ordered it. But I'm gonna have to see if I can make this work later upstairs. Are you guys team chunky sweater thing or not team chunky sweater thing? Let me know too. Jackson, put away all the paint sticks. Hey, can we not play in the sink, guys? We're cleaning up. That table is a mess. Yeah, come on, nothing. Clean up things, put it where it belongs, and then you can spray down pound. You can't even see the table, then you can't spray it. What did you make? Okay, so much better counter. This is Riley's project that she did. We had a little, like we had to fix something. It wasn't 100% ideal, but it came out really cute, and she had to like go back and do like the little rainbow sunset. So this is gonna dry on my counter, but at least I have a counter now, you guys. I still have work to do over there, but at least look, in this frame right here, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, so Sean is about to wake up. I'm actually surprised that he has lasted this long, but I'm not complaining. I'm gonna get dinner ready. Joe's gonna be on his way home soon, and when he has ministry especially, like we've been talking, are these washed already? I don't know that these are washed. Anyway, when he has ministry, sometimes like the nights are like very rushed, and I told him, we had a conversation the other day about how like it's great that he's, you know, having these meetings and he's doing like good stuff. Now this year he's gonna be an RCIA companion, so like the people that are getting their sacraments or joining the church, he's gonna be like kind of like a little mentor, which is fine, good, like love that. And the nights tend to be like a little bit chaotic, and like we're always like scrambling. And I feel like lately there's been like way too many nights where we haven't all eaten dinner like all together, and I told him like we need to fix that because I don't like that. We need to make sure that we're prioritizing sitting together as a family at the dinner table, even if it means that like we have to have an early dinner. So like right now it's 4:20 and we'll probably, you know, eat, I forget what time he's coming home today, but I want to have dinner ready and available. So even if he has to like rush out the door, we can sit and eat and then he can leave and go to his meeting. So just being more intentional about that, because for me, like, that's a big deal. So that's why lately in the second half of our day, so when Sean takes his second nap, if he takes a second nap, or like around like this time, I try to do like a house tidy. I try to just have the house not look like a disheveled mess, so that when he gets home, like, we can have some nice family time together. And it's very easy for the day just to get away from me, or like I'm dead tired, so I'm just gonna like plop on the couch and I'm just gonna, I don't know, like just survive. And some days I still do that, don't get me wrong, but just trying to be more like, okay, what's for dinner? Let me see if there's anything that I can prep or get it ready so that when he's home we have some food. But it takes a lot of like intentional effort on my part. So I've been trying to work on that, because as much as you guys, like, you guys are so sweet, why are some of these Brussels sprouts looking disgusting inside? I hope that that's not how they all are, because I really want Brussels sprouts. You guys have been so sweet, and you guys have been, you know, like, you know, encouraging me and saying that, you know, I'm doing a great job in like homeschool and stuff. And there's certain areas of my life where I feel like I'm doing okay, right? Like, I feel like I'm doing good in certain areas, but I will straight up tell you that one of the areas that I have very much neglected is cooking. Like, I feel like I even cooked more, and like I was more organized in the kitchen even when Sean was a newborn than I have been lately, which is wild, because I thought that when Sean was a newborn, like, it would be very difficult to cook, which it was. But lately I just have not been prioritizing meal planning. And then there's been plenty of nights where it's like Joe has a meeting or something, so I'm like, all right, we're just gonna fend for ourselves, we're just gonna have sandwiches, and it's just been very disorganized. So I'm trying to correct that and trying to get back into the swing of cooking, even if it's just like very basic stuff. Like today I'm gonna cook a couple steaks. I'm gonna just like grill them there, and then we're gonna do Brussels sprouts and macaroni, and that to me is a great meal. Everybody loves that. So yeah, it's not impossible. It's something that's very much fixable. It's just I need to prioritize it. Like, that's what all of this is about. Like, anytime that I feel like I'm failing in an area, like working out or whatever, like, it's not that I can't, it's just that I am not managing my time well, and I know that. And I know that some of it is like, okay, give yourself grace, girl, because like you're doing 500 million things. Like, it's difficult to manage your time, but it's not impossible. Definitely not impossible with the Lord. So just praying about that and trying to use my time wiser as a homemaker, as a mom, as a homeschool mom, all the things. So let me finish prepping food, and then let me see if there's anything else that we can chat about.
But down below, our flush case just looks like an empty box.
Okay, Sean woke up, so he joined us. I'm giving him a little snack. Made him just peas, and this is cantaloupe and some cheese. We're still working on the milk front. Like, we're still working on getting him to like milk, and so he's got a little bit of milk in here, just whole milk. He hasn't really drank a ton of it, even though like a couple days ago I noticed him drinking more than usual. What I did the other day when I saw him not drinking the milk is I took the milk and I made a smoothie. Like, I added some strawberries and some strawberry yogurt, and he drank the smoothie. So if for any reason I can't get him to drink just regular milk, maybe I'll just try to make him some smoothies. Up here, I forgot to show you, I put my pumpkin, my Bless This Home pumpkin that I've had for years. I've got the pumpkin, I've got my plants that are still doing pretty good, my little prayer girl. I love all of their things. This is a, yeah, willow tree, prayer of peace, and she just kind of sits up there. I love it so much. All right, I just finished getting all the kids to bed, and that went well. Everyone is pretty much, soon will be sleeping, God willing. But I tried on this thing, you guys. I wanted to like it so much. I wanted to like it, and I'm torn. Like, it's not my favorite, so I'm probably gonna return it. This was kind of like my vision, right? Like, I wanted to be able to wear it with my high-waisted jeans, but I feel like it is super boxy. And also, like, to wash it, I feel like it's gonna be a pain. I love the color. Like, the color is great. I just think it's gonna be too complicated to like find ways to wear it that I actually like. And I would probably have to even wear like a little tank under, because it's kind of short in certain ways. So yeah, I'm kind of like bummed about that. If you have it and it fits you cute, like, don't be offended. Maybe it does fit you cute. Maybe I got the wrong size. I just feel like it's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit too short and a little bit too boxy for how I usually like to wear things. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna put this back and have Joe return it. Anyway, on a more serious note, and before I end the vlog, I've been watching, like, throughout the day on my phone, I've been watching all of the photos and stuff from the hurricane, you guys. Like, I'm sure, like, nobody, obviously, like, nobody knew that the hurricane was going to be as bad as it was, Helene. Like, we were worried initially, or, like, I know I appreciated so many of you guys that were checking in with us to see if, like, you know, since we're in Florida, since we're in Miami, like, are we going to be okay? We, like, had nothing. Like, nothing happened to us down here, thank God. But when you think of a hurricane, at least when I do as a Floridian, like, I guess, like, I just think of, like, Florida and, like, where is it gonna hit, and Tallahassee and Gainesville. Like, I wasn't sure where was it gonna hit, but I was concerned about, like, the Florida people. And the storm did have damage in Florida. Like, I was looking at photos of, like, Anna Maria Island, and, like, there were some places that were devastated, which was horrible. Some people that I follow on Instagram that have, like, storefronts that I've been, like, watching all their stuff, but the stuff that happened in North Carolina was unreal. So I hope you guys are okay, or I hope that you guys don't have any, like, family members or anyone that was, like, severely affected. If you do, just know that I am praying for you guys, because that was just crazy, and it's so sad to look at all of that. And it hits really close to home because, like, we were just there in North Carolina. The town that we normally go to, like, where my parents, not my parents, where my grandparents' cabin is, they're in Boone and Blowing Rock, and, like, that whole area, there are places that we visited on this past trip that were pretty much destroyed. The vineyard that we were at, where, like, the kids were playing in the creek, all of that, like, a lot of that washed away. And then I think there was, like, a little knife shop too that we went to that I heard got serious damage. And that's, like, nothing compared to people that, like, their entire homes were flooded, the people that were stranded on the roofs and that died. And I mean, there's still people that are not accounted for. So just know that, yeah, like, you're in my prayers, or, you know, again, God forbid that you guys, like, had to deal with any of that. But a lot of you guys then, when I shared that, you know, it was, like, in the North Carolina area, some of you guys were asking if our cabin was affected. And as far as I know, it was, like, it took a couple days to, like, even get access up there. But I believe the cabin, thankfully, is okay. But the road to get up to it, like, right before we have to, like, turn up the mountain to get to the cabin, like, it's, like, the main road, like, where we basically go up to the property, that whole street is destroyed. Like, that whole, like, road is damaged, so we won't be able to go up anytime soon until they get the road fixed. But just so sad, like, all of those people, that it was just catastrophic. Like, it really was catastrophic. I have no eloquent, nice way of, like, saying any of this, because I was just, like, horrified. And again, it really hit close to home because that's an area that we go to a lot. And I'm just grateful that obviously we were not there. There's still so many people. And I mean, I pray that by the time that I get this video up, because there's going to be, like, quite a delay, that by the time you guys see this, like, people have gotten aid and people have been helped. Hopefully the power and electricity and all of that has been, like, put back. But obviously people died, and that's horrible. So hurricanes are no joke. And that's why, I mean, Joe and I really try to take, like, preparedness pretty seriously, and, like, planning for something like that. I mean, you can't plan for specifically that. Like, I'm sure no one in their wildest dreams would have thought that that would have happened. But, like, having, like, everybody makes fun of me because I have some food in my back stock in my garage and stuff, but, like, you have to have some food put away. God forbid something happens where you can't make it to the grocery store for a couple weeks. Like, I feel very passionately about that, because you never know. Like, you never know. I don't want you guys to think that I wasn't paying attention to that, or that, you know, I was completely dismissing that, because I've just been, like, it's just been really heavy. And I know that nobody comes here, like, you know, to hear, like, heavy stuff, but it's terrible. And then in church, there's, like, a couple that sits behind us. They're so sweet to us, they're so nice to us, and they visit North Carolina often because they have a house in Asheville. And when we went to church on Sunday, they were saying that they still hadn't been able to get access to, like, anyone, like, seeing it, because I think the entire city of Asheville, like, you can't even access it unless it's by helicopter. So I still don't know if their house was okay. Again, still not the worst case scenario, right? Because they weren't physically present. Like, obviously bigger deal is the people who live there, who were physically present, the people who, like, died during all of this. But it still has to be so stressful to be like, well, I don't know, like, is my house okay? Is it not? So yeah, it's just really crappy. So not that I wanted to end this video on a downer, but just know that you guys are in my thoughts and prayers. The hurricane season isn't over yet, so I mean, I pray that everybody stays safe, and that anybody who's even remotely in any kind of path of any storm, that you guys, I don't know, try to prepare a little bit and stay safe. If they tell you to get out, if they tell you to evacuate, get the heck out, because that's very scary to like be there in one of those situations. So yeah, I love you guys, and thanks for checking in on me. I really do appreciate it when you guys are like, are you okay? And like, are you gonna be in the path? So just know that I am good, that thank God we were okay. So yeah, that is it, you guys. Thanks for hanging with me today for a little bit. I love your faces so, so much, and I just have like a million things. Stay tuned, because we're gonna be doing a bunch of stuff to the house, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So yeah, stay tuned, stick around. I love your faces, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.